more visually striking features of the Shocker RSX design is its integrated front regulator. As you can see, the body is actually part of the regulator. By eliminating the joint here, we've eliminated a great deal of extra material, we've eliminated an additional sealing surface, and we've reduced weight of the marker. Because the body is part of the regulator and the regulator is part of the body, you also have an incredibly strong structure. So there is no threads to strip or bend, and you have a very durable front grip. The regulator itself also integrates a PRV, or pressure release valve, which when the regulator is overpressurized or turned up too high, it's going to vent pressure from the bottom of the regulator in order to prevent damage to the solenoid. In addition, for troubleshooting, there are 3 holes here on the back of the regulator, which we'll cover in just a moment, that allow easy diagnosis of any of those issues. Finally, the regulator itself can be removed and serviced with just 2 Allen keys. So first we'll go into the breakdown, and then we'll take a look at the troubleshooting. In order to remove the regulator for service, we're going to need 2 Allen keys. First is a 5/16, and second is a 1/4 inch. Looking in the base of our regulator, we'll see a black outer and a silver inner Allen key. The one we're working with right now is the black outer. The silver inner one is for adjusting velocity. So we're going to start by taking our 5/16 Allen key and unscrewing that black portion. After a few turns, we'll be able to remove the adjuster, and behind that will come the pressure release valve spring. We're then going to take a pick and carefully remove the regulator piston. Once we have the piston out, we'll actually get the main regulator spring now as well. And then the final portion of the regulator we will remove here with our 1/4 inch Allen key. To do that, we'll reach up inside, engage the Allen key head, and we're going to turn counterclockwise. And once we get to the bottom of the regulator, we're going to use our pick and there you have it. Now that we have the regulator apart, let's take a look at the holes on the back of the regulator once again and how they correspond to troubleshooting. The upper hole here will only vent pressure if the upper 2 O-rings in the regulator cartridge have been compromised. The middle hole will vent pressure if the lower O-ring on the upper cartridge, the regulator piston, or the O-ring inside the upper cartridge have been compromised. The lowest hole will only vent pressure if the lower O-ring here on the adjuster has been compromised. And finally, if any air comes out the bottom of the regulator, it's a result of the pressure release valve venting. Now, the pressure release valve is only going to vent under 2 circumstances. One, if the regulator seat piston has been compromised and you're overpressurizing, or if the regulator adjuster itself has been turned up too high by the user and the pressure release will vent to prevent damage to the solenoid. So overall, you only have 5 major components to the regulator, and it's very, very easy to troubleshoot and also very durable. For more information, go to shockerpaintball.com or contact your local retailer.